gonna let me load in. Sweet. What's talking about? Do you wanna work? Or are you just gonna say waiting forever? Ah, bingo. I'm alive. I live. I'm alive. I reigned supreme. I thought it broke, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't doing anything. Just said waiting. It's awesome. Ah, not anymore. We good. We good. Let's see if we sound good. Yep. I'm cool. I sound pretty decent. I sound very, very nice. I always sound great anyway. It's fine. No issues with my voice. That's awesome. Right, welcome everyone. As I'm sorting some stuff out on La Phone. We are here to do our finale for F1 2020 My Team Season 2. Getting it done and dusted. Getting it finished. And then, you know, at least then like Season 2's out of the way and I can debate all I want then about Season 3. So that's the main thing that we're going to do. So, yeah. Pretty cool. See what you guys said in a moment. What's up, Logan? I mean, you were here like ages ago, apparently, by the looks of it. Indonesia. Don't know what to say with that. Larry, what's up? Know your enemy is waiting. Well, you're not anymore, so don't panic. Aston Martin gets Seb another title. We'll wait and see. That's the big thing coming out from today is that big old Aston Martin have confirmed the signing of Seb for next year. There you go. It is what it is. Bruh, it's 1:30 AM right now here in Australia. Yeah, I'd be kind of tired if I were you. I'd be asleep by then. Yeah, I was gonna say I gotta be asleep. So, big up to you for staying awake. And shout out to watch my content from Australia. Mad respect. We're here though for Abu Dhabi because yeah, Abu Dhabi. Why not? Right, so we're here then. Time for FP1 at the Etihad Airways Abu Dhabi Grand Prix 2020. Hey Foxy, it's the guy who should be in math class, but I was watching your streams. I got 67 on my test, and I cheated through all of it. I don't know how this happened. You're telling me that you cheated throughout the entire maths test, and you got 66. Is that percent, or is that 67 out of, like, 67? Just get that 100% record going in hot, you know? Because I'd be kind of, you know, fascinated about what you were. If it's percent, that's a bit mad that you managed to, go ahead and get that much for cheating. You normally get like 100% unless you're like being very cheeky and, you know, just slightly adjusted yourself. That's probably about 1, that's probably about 4, 5, I don't know, 8, 1, 4, something like that around here, I think. Here I need plenty of brakes and then tyres. I could do with some slightly low tyres probably. I'll do something like that, I think, for now. Practice is practice. Practice is fun because I get to test stuff. 67%. I'm guessing you really don't like maths if you've got 67% because I feel like you're proud of 67%, which is good. Shout out to cheating. I guess. Shout out to cheats. Could we do that? Shout out to cheating? I guess we could do that. It's fine. We'll do shout out to cheating. It's all good. Ooh, a bit weird on the gears there. Right, let's get the season finished in style. Right, time for some climatization. Let's see how the car's feeling. Bit of a slide there. That's got too much curb. That's okay. So far, kind of feels a bit weird. I like to debate more. Maths isn't my strong suit. Okay, that makes more sense. Maths was weirdly one of those where I just... Oh, Jesus Christ. Still get a green, let's go. Maths was those where I was actually very, very strong at. But I never enjoyed it. But it was my highest grade that I ever got. Oh my god, car doesn't like to brake. Okay, that's something to look at. Let's go backwards. I mean, I can because it's only practice, so... In fairness, I broke way too late now looking at it. That would make sense as to why I messed up in there. As per recommendation, I always flash back in practice because practice is practice. You need to learn. And then quali in the race, we try not to. I only flashbacked in quali last time around so I could actually just qualify. I just wanted to qualify and not crash. A bit worrying that we're a bit slower than Ocon. Okay. That's not convinced me enough. I'm very sad. Thanks to a COVID spike in our state capital city of Melbourne, we are in lockdown. Yay to 2020. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's going to be difficult for everyone in those times, man. It's going to be very difficult. They're going to be locking down and changing everything in many places around the world, so... Problem is that you can do what you want in terms of, you know, reducing or, you know, sorting out the restrictions, etc. in the countries, but unless you have a genuine cure for COVID, which obviously we don't, you're never going to fight it. Oh, shit me. Oh, there's practice 1 over and done with, because I just crashed it. Unless you've got, like, a genuine cure for COVID, you're not gonna win. It's not practice over, because I can flash back in practice, because it's practice. Yeah, so unless you've got a genuine cure for COVID, it doesn't matter what restrictions you put in place, it's still going to increase if you reduce the thing, and then if you lock it down, you'll get it back, but then your economy is screwed. So, take a balance. Automatically, this car feels absolutely horrendous. This setup is trash. I don't want to use it. So I'm going to go make my new one. After this, I'll do this, and then I'll do a quali sim run, and... In fact, I'm actually going to box now. Car feels like crap. I don't want to run with this setup. It's terrible. Changing it up. This needs to go all the way. That needs to go all the way. That needs to go all the way. That needs to go all the way. 6, 2, drop up. Okay, there we go. Back to this again.
It's tempting to focus entirely on the race, but we should put a bit of...
See, like, why is... That's what I don't understand. You know, you say the situation is bad. There was an anti-mask protesters at a local supermarket. Why the fuck would you go to a local supermarket and protest against masks, putting those people that are just trying to get on with their life at risk? Like, if you want to protest about something, leave everyone else out of it. Oh my god, the car is even worse. Lads, we could be in for... You want to invalidate my lap time? I haven't even started one yet. Wait, that lap is it? My entire lap is invalid now because of that one corner, really? Okay. Fine. Absolutely dumb. Okay. Oh my god, I've got nothing in this car is shit. I don't really know what to do. Car feels terrible. I'll do the race strategy program, I guess, but I ain't gonna get much out of this car, not gonna lie to you. I've got to protest Aubameyang's FIFA 21 rating. I'll protest the entire rating system because they're on crack. They don't know how to rate players, that's all I'm saying. Let me rate players on FIFA, I'll do it properly. Don't get me started on EA. Stud them. I can't carry the speed through corners. You can hear the bollard rolling underneath my car, it's quite funny. Setup changes have not worked. Yeah, I can't brake, I can't steer, I can't do anything. I'm not comfortable around here. This is not going to be a nice weekend for me. I go P9 with that lap. Slower than Gasly on hards. That's not good. I'm having to lift off because I'm afraid to put the throttle down. This is very bad. Okay. What can I do to try and change the car up a little bit? Oh, the tyre temps are going sky high. That's going to cure some of my... That's going to be a cause of my issues. Let me monitor these then. These front tyres are getting too hot. Let's have a look through here then. .104. Mostly the front left, but... And that's going to be a reason why I'm braking and just not getting the car slowed down because the tyres are too hot. Back to 106 now. Yeah, and that's giving me the understeer then. Why I can't keep it on the circuit for 10 seconds. Both the fronts are cooked. Okay. Glad I saw that. That brings me a bit of hope. There is some setup that's okay. There's also some bits that are not. If I'm going to run with this aggressive setup, I'm going to have to lower the front tyre pressures. See you later, my dude. Have a great sleep. Probably should have done that earlier. There you go. Braking, come on. Oh, this car feels fucking shit. The front tyres are still overheating again. Yeah. I'm going to get this lap done and I'm going to change the setup. I'm so glad this is practice. If it was something else, then I'd go a bit ballistic. If it was during the race, it'd be the most painful race I've ever had in my life, and I would want to punch a brick wall. But I don't have to. We're going to pass the thing anyway. I think. Oh my god, it's going to be close. Yeah, the fronts are dead, so... I need to box and change them. Todd, maybe you can do this race from the back so you have fun with the overtakes in this race. I don't know. I kind of fancy qualifying, to be honest. We'll see though. We will see. So what have I done? I've done laps on those. Right, car setup. Straight away, we need to drop these tyres right down. I'm going to drop them to the lowest actually. I'll put a bit of pit pressure in them. I'm going to drop them right down. In fairness, actually though, I wonder maybe if the rears are a bit too cold. Maybe I have to put. Excuse me. Yeah, because I'm way off the pace. So, let's actually go to these and put the rears up in terms of pressure to give me a bit more heat from the rear to keep the grip in them. And then maybe we can I'll drop that back down to 5. I'm going to do a quick lap on the medium compound tyres, my fresher ones, and just see how it goes. I could do something about comparing FIFA ratings, but then I'd have to make cards for like 50 different, basically 100 different cards of FIFA, or get a bunch of different pictures. Plus, I'm going away on Saturday for a week, so by then I doubt it would be anything relevant. I'm not uploading whilst I'm away as well. I'm putting that in a community post later, but yeah, I'm actually going away, and I will not be around.
Which you can do on the temperature panel at the MFD. We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best performance when they're both inside a normal operating window. Surface
96, that's better.
Faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
Braking's still not fun. Not a lot I can do about that though. To be honest, in terms of my starting at the back thing, I probably end up Will. Just because of how slow I am. That's a corner cut. Sorry, it's only practice, who cares? Top of the table. That's a push lap though. Tyres are still at 100 degrees though. I wonder if I have to put even less tyre temps in it. Yeah, I already went through the FIFA thing. It's too much. I think it's a bit too much top 50 ratings compared to what EA are doing. Plus, then like I said, I'm going away, so I don't even have time to make that. For it to be then relevant for when it... I'm going to have to put them to the lowest on the tyre pressures. Yeah, so I don't have time to make, you know... If you wanted to do something like that, you'd probably want to do it like a next day type thing. Maybe like next day to like a weekend, but obviously, you know, I think I'll have a video out tomorrow. I don't really know yet. It's promise I need to... I've got a non-F1 video out or a gaming video ready. It's whether I change my mind or if I decide to record something tonight. But most probably, to be honest, I probably won't. Right. Let's have a little feel then in the softs and see how we go. I haven't driven on this track since F1 Journey, which could be why I'm struggling a bit. Oh, hello. Spinorama much? Ah. I've just done a Seb. Get a little feel for what happened there then. That is literally just me going through the corner at normal speed. That is literally just me just taking that corner normally. I wonder if I need to change suspension geometry again. Well, that time it's fine. Too much steering? Maybe. Not sure. I say this, but I always struggle in practice. So I wonder if that's something to do with it. What to say? Oops. What are you finding that Perez leaving Racing Point and Vettel's coming to replace them? I am ready for Seb to prove me wrong. Because I think at the moment, it's a stupid decision and that Seb shouldn't have taken that seat away from Sergio. But I love being proven wrong, so I can't wait for Seb to attempt to prove me wrong. He doesn't have to prove me wrong specifically, but you know what I mean. Oh my god, the car feels like absolute shit. Oh my god. I've got no faith in the car. I can't brake where I want to brake. I can't turn where I want to turn. I just take corner cutting problems like that. Like, that's not where I'm trying to turn. It's so annoying. Is it me or is anyone else bored of F1 2020? No, I am. Perfectly honest. I've got full investment in the F1 journey, but I don't have any investment in any other area. Right, yeah, cool. I mean, I got top of the table, but that doesn't satisfy me. Car feels terrible. I literally cannot figure out why this car is not working right now. Car setup. Back to my setup. I guess I'll drop this down 2 clicks and add up 2 clicks on this, see if that makes a difference. I'll do one more quali race. Quali pace things. Whatever it's called. How many more seasons are you doing? Honestly, I don't have a clue. I'm being perfectly honest with you, I'm really not enjoying F1 2020. So I think I'm gonna probably end up leaving it at just this, so at least it's done. But to be honest, I'm not really enjoying the game, so I don't really want to commit to another 22 race seasons. We'll wait and see on that one though. It's not for definite. I think I'm just going to have a weekend where I struggle. I'm fine if that's the case, but it's a bit annoying. I'm trying to pass Albon now in all of this. He's not going to get out of the way either. Fuck me. That's not fun. Oh, this car is not going to work around here, unfortunately. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll just have to work with what we got. Although the track conditions always improve, so I'm going to end practice there, I think. And then I'm going to just go straight to quali in the race, because it's weird. I can't explain it, but the grip levels are just awful in practice every time I play this game on, you know, FP... Have I put my mic on the wrong way round? Oh no, I thought I had my headphones on the wrong way around. Every time I play this game, FP1, the car just feels terrible, and then, you know, the rest of the, you know, go back to Brazil, I wasn't happy with the car at Brazil, I wasn't happy with the car at Mexico when I did the stream there, but for some reason, when it came to quality in the race, like the race in Brazil, I was quick in the sector that I couldn't get anywhere near in pace-wise, and I managed to do a one-stop from soft mediums, and everyone had to do soft hards, and I was feeling beautiful on my tyres, so, no idea, I ain't got a clue, so, yeah. I don't really know where else I could change my car. It's not going to be entertaining. What would you say is proven wrong to you, though? What has he got to do compared to now? Be consistent and put a good season in. I'm sorry, I don't rate Seb anymore. He's past his time. The thing is Seb won 4 World Championships. You can't take that away from him. You could say, you know, Alonso should have won in 2010 and Alonso should have won in 2012. But did Alonso win? No, Seb won. So he deserved them. Otherwise, he wouldn't have won them. The problem is the difference between Seb and Fernando Alonso is that if you give Fernando Alonso a car which is very, very good, he'll go and win you championships. Just look at the Renault car. It was a fabulously quick car, won championships with them. The McLaren car from 2007... there was turmoil in there. That was an Alonso that was in its prime, but had a lot of turmoil in the team and lots of rows and stuff like that. Still finished tied second in the championship and 1 point off of winning it. You know, 2008, he managed to pick up one legit win because the one in Singapore, it was just kind of a fake one. You know, when you go to the likes of 2012, 2013, 2014, you know, you look at Alonso, and then in his McLaren Honda days, that car was terrible, but he was always putting everything, and he was getting way more out of any other car that you could possibly think of. Compared to Seb, who has had his dominant cars, which has been the Red Bull. Then, when his car hasn't been so good, he's been terrible. He's been pretty poor. And then when it comes to new teammates as well coming into F1, Alonso wipes the floor with them. Van Dorn comes into F1, outqualifies him 21-0. You know, you've got who else has he been teammates with? You know, and when it comes to Seb though, Ricciardo came into Red Bull. Ricciardo smashed Seb, battered him. Leclerc comes into Ferrari, stuffed Seb again. That's my problem, you know. So in terms of a point to prove, the only thing that Seb has got going for him is that when he went to Ferrari in 2015, the guy automatically just clicked. It was like, boom, this is the Seb that we know. And he put on a title challenge. He didn't succeed in the title challenge, but he put on a title challenge. So when I say he's got something to prove, I mean it. He's got a lot to prove. Because for me, I think if you're looking at a driver comparison at this current moment in time, Perez is better than Vettel. It's my opinion. I also am going to change to get a fresh engine on because I have loads of engines left. I've got 2 engines, actually, that I've not used. In fact, even though I've had to use one extra control electronics and energy store, I've actually got through a whole season on my 3 engines, which isn't too bad. Just my gearbox I can never get through on in time. I've had to use 6. You're only allowed, like, what, 3? You're not allowed 3. Anyway. Is there anything else that I need to do? I could do the R&D stuff now. How many have I got to save? I've got 4. What did we calculate this at? 2,600 something, didn't we? Well, I'll do the ones that are important anyway. So I'll do this one, and I'll do this one. And I'll do the brakes one. So now I just need to try and get 600 R&D points for a tyre wear reduction thingy. So now I've got 1 upgrade left that I need to work on. Apart from that, we're done, so. For saving stuff. So, we'll have to see. I don't think even last year that Seb got screwed over by the team. Seb just didn't. The problem is Seb put in a title challenge in 2018 and 2017, and through various different reasons, which also came down to the driver as well as, you know, he, especially at the back end of 2018, his wheel-to-wheel combat was shocking because he just kept on hitting other cars and spinning off. His attack on Verstappen was not an overtaking maneuver. His attack on Ricciardo was just too eager and over-ambitious, you know. His mistake in Germany was, I mean, his mistake in Germany is quite hard to attack him against that with, but his wheel-to-wheel combat was poor, so when he failed on his second title challenge, Ferrari had to look at another place. So Ferrari didn't screw Seb screwed himself, and Ferrari had to look at other options, because it was quite clear that in their best opportunity to win a world championship, which was 2018, Seb, who was the man to do that, didn't do it. So it's not Ferrari screwing Seb over. It's Ferrari looking at new opportunities for other drivers and not just Seb. You've done well to save the parts because at Mexico you look like you had no chance. I've done well to save. I'm surprised actually how much I've saved on the car. But the gearbox is my biggest issue on this game. The gearbox just... it's so hard to... I don't know what's the word I'm trying to look for. It's very hard to save my gearbox. I find that's the thing that I really struggle with compared to anything else, like, at all. So, yeah, it's my big, like... Get a bit of heat. I don't want to get too much, actually, because... Of course. I know I'm not talking a second, I'm trying to just see if I can find on this outlap a little bit of, I'm probably not going to talk on my first quali lap, just because I want to get an understanding a bit more of my car, because obviously practice it felt horrible, so I'm probably just going to shut up for a second and I'll catch up on the chats in a second. Thanks for everyone that's coming out to the stream so far. If you are enjoying the stream, drop it a like. And subscribe if you've not yet subscribed to the channel as well. Currently on 29 concurrent viewers and 12 likes on the stream. Let's see if you haven't liked the stream already. Drop it a like. And let's see how the car feels. So I'm going to shut up for a minute just so I can get an understanding. Car feels nicer actually, much nicer. That was bad. Tenth off Valtteri, fastest final sector. Okay. Wasn't happy with the final sector either. Not bad. Car's still got a bit of issues here and there, but we just have to work with what we've got, really. There's nothing else I can do with it. It's alright. It is what it is. We've got this car, and it is what it is. So, I'm going to have to let these guys by as well very soon. Actually, what I've not tried in this game is how... Oh, Ricardo's just jumping, you know. Bollocks. Levitar, any tips for switching to manual and traction control off? To be honest, with me, it was all about just practicing, really. The best time... there's never really a bad time to change to having manual gears and traction control off. I think the best tip that I can give, especially for traction control off, is if I go through these complexes of corners, you've just got to be very careful with the way that your throttle is amplified. You can see there that I'm only putting half throttle on, and again through here, you know, it's all about... Traction control, it's all about feeling in your car. Oops, that's a bit purple. I'd rather want to let this Red Bull through, really, but I don't really know what he's doing. You know, the biggest thing with traction control on and traction control off to start with, I want to get myself in the pits while I explain this because it's harder to explain it properly for you. Let's get in the pits. Right, cool. Yeah, so the hardest thing to do when it comes to traction control on and off, the biggest issue is, of course, is when you're playing with traction control on like I had in the past, because I switched to traction control off in F1 2017. The biggest problem that you've got is you literally just go either full 100% on the throttle, or you go, you know, 0% throttle if you're braking. So the thing with traction control off is, first of all, you need to be careful with your throttle management. You can't just go 100% foot flat to the floor because your car's going to spin around. So there's two things that you can do to adjust to that. First thing is you want to start by applying a little bit of throttle on the very exit of the corner, and then as soon as you start to feel the cars underneath you, you can then plant it 100%. Second option, which can sort of help you out a little bit, is on your initial acceleration is short shift. If you, again, when it comes to going to manual gears, you know, short shifting through the gears is definitely a way to help reduce the wheel spin on the rear tyres. My other best tip really is, I would say that if you're someone that is someone that runs traction control on this game, try turning it off, because on F1 2019, the traction control system is completely different now between 2019 and 2020. So on F1 2019, if you were running with medium traction control, that setting is the exact same as traction control off on F1 2020, because the F1 drivers complained that actually it was harder for an F1 car to be driven on 2019 than in real life because it actually had less grip on there. So the best thing to do is to give it a go. In terms of manual gears, best thing to do for that is to start off with having manual and suggested, because I always have that on. So it gives you a suggested gear to break down into. Each corner, it'll say, go into 4th gear for this turn, or, 3rd gear for the next turn, and so. So you, first of all, you're always going to know when to brake, what gear to be in each corner. Because you've got to do is just look at the bottom left, and you can see that it says 3, and you just brake yourself down into 3rd gear. For this game specifically, braking, you want to be making sure that you're shifting down the gears, but not too quickly. If you do it too quickly, you're going to overshoot the corner. You actually have to be kind of slow on the brakes. And then for the overall track itself, you want to be looking at the dial. You want to be looking at your dial a lot, where you obviously got your gears at. The primary place to shift up gears is 11,800 RPM. That's probably going to be quite hard to constantly manage, but if you can hit 11,800 every single time, especially in the higher gears, so your 5th, 6th, 7th, into 8th, etc., then you'll be fine. That's probably the easiest way to go around it. And then, like I said, traction control, it's all about practice. It's all about just being careful with the throttle management. You can't just go 100% and then 0%. You've got to sort of break into a corner. You've got to slowly get that throttle up to about, say, 25, 50%. And then as soon as that car is underneath you, you can then just track it up to 100. You don't need to stay there for too long. So that's probably the best thing that I could say. Where am I at in terms of pace? How is Lewis Hamilton Whoa, is Lewis Hamilton holding back a little bit here? I actually had a very quick final sector. Wow, okay. That's good. The 2 drivers that are changing team. I mean, Perez is in Mercedes in my career, but Ocon P1. That's interesting. It's a very interesting grid in general. I don't think it'll be like this, but anyway, and a 32. So what have I lost time then? So I've lost all of mine pretty much in the middle sector with a 39.4. And that's fine, because I made a mistake. Because I had to overtake Albon, I'm pretty sure, on my lap anyway. Was that in my lap, or was that in... No, I didn't have to overtake Albon. I went into the braking zone okay. Took too much, got a little bit wide, loose on the rear end into the second part. Couldn't clip the curb, got a bit off. So, yeah, I can gain that back. That's fine. So if I can keep the Sector 1 pace up, Sector 3 pace is nice, and then middle sector, I've just got that corner to adjust to then. And obviously the triple chicanes caused me a bit of a headache, but apart from that, I think I'm fine. I feel good. Do you have medium corner cutting strictness? Yes. I've got regular corner cutting. I don't have it on strict. I've never run F1 games on strict. It's not fun. For me, regular corner cut... Oh, I just realised I was dropping down the table quick. Oh, you're taking the piss. Oh, thank God. Really nearly cocked that up, didn't I? Jesus Christ, everyone just decided to go out again and just blitz me. Yeah, I find the corner cutting system on this game is just way too harsh, and I don't do these just specifically for what's it called? I don't do these racing games specifically to be the fastest and to have all of the settings on this. I want to encourage people that you can use whatever assist that you want. I think that's the main thing. So, yeah, that's where I'm going at. So, freaking Aubameyang has just put crying, laughing faced emojis to his FIFA account because he knows he's been screwed over. That's funny. Oh, poor Pierre. I feel very upset for you, Pierre. You got screwed over, my friend. Right, Q2. I can't actually start the race on this set of mediums because I've actually picked a softer tyre strategy for the race weekends because I just feel like after Mexico and after Brazil, I think it was, I've just not needed the hard tyres, for example. So, yeah. I think that's something to be put into context as well, so. Right. Cool. Awesome. So we're about... Do I want to go out now? Actually, yeah, I know what I'll do. I'm going to go out my old set of soft tyres, and then I'll go out my new set of soft tyres at the end. So I'll just fly lap this one out. Yeah, strict isn't fun at all. That's why ranked is annoying. That's what I mean. Like, I just don't enjoy strict corner cutting. I think the biggest thing for me, like I said, as a content creator, is that I don't I'm not a tryhard, right? I'm not a sweat. I mean, Star Wars Battlefront 2, you can technically call me a sweat at that game, but it's just because I'm good. And everyone else is terrible. But, you know, I like to encourage people to just have fun with whatever they want, and just have fun playing games in general. You know, I remember when I got absolutely slaughtered every comment in my videos for using traction control or using manual gears. It's like, so what? People use what they want, man. Let them have some fun. You don't have to run with every single... Oh, it's already understeer in the car. You don't have to run with... Oh my god, I'm going to crash out. That's going to be a Quali over. Or not. Saved, but... No, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm fine. Got absolutely no poo coming out at all. No poopies. No poopies. Not at all. Again, car just goes away from me very, very quickly. I love how I got a smaller crash than that in Mexico, and I... what's it called? Oopsie, I'm not going very wide. I said I got a smaller crash than that in Mexico, and yet I lost... Shout out to the 100 meter board that nearly got obliterated by me, but I was a badass, and I don't actually have to drive around, so I'll just return to session. Don't stop with the fact that people are the same or higher rating than Aubameyang. EA don't know how to rate Pierre. They never have done. They never will do. They've ruined my boy. I'll still buy him on FIFA anyway. It's my first card, so that doesn't matter. Oops. What can I do to you, Mr. Card, to make you work? Let's drop that to 1-4. And there's another thing as well. Like, I don't run with... Right, so the rear tyres. So going through there, that was because the rear tyres weren't happy. Huh. Fascinating. I put too much load in the rear. Interesting that the rear tyres went, because I've put the tyre temps on the rears up a bit. I'll leave it at 1-4 for now. Like I said, there's another thing. I mean, Park for me is not even off. It's not even on at the moment, because I didn't turn it off when I was meant to. But it's like, so, I don't have to run with Park Ferme. I run Park Ferme in F1 Journey, specifically because I don't run with any setups in F1 Journey, because, I mean, the cars are absolutely ridiculous anyway. They don't need a setup. Right, let's quickly lower the fuel mix down to 0, and then we're going to get out there. Send me out, boys. Get me going. If you have proof and evidence to me to submit that Aubameyang has signed a new contract, then give me it. If not, then I will not be listening. Shut up, stop telling me about Firmino and the fact that he's the same rating as Pierre. Shut it. I'm not getting there now, I'm upset. Right then, so Lewis set like a 130 or something like that in Q1, so let's see what we can set. If we can get anywhere near that, I mean, for example. My tyres. Tell you what, it's the longest. I feel like it's the longest stream delay than usual. I'm looking at my stream. Obviously, there's normally a stream delay, but it feels like it's just a tad longer today, which I don't know, it doesn't mind. You know, I'm still getting through the stream. I'm still speaking to you lot, but well, the internet hasn't been brilliant today, so maybe that's why. Could be. I don't know. Got me left, I'm fine. I don't feel like I've got enough fuel to finish this lap. About to find out. If I don't, then I'm out of qualies. We're going to be on the bubble. Too wide. Do you always do outlaps? No, never. Obviously, because I'm on stream, I felt like it'd be just kind of nice to just do some outlaps just to get more of a chance to chat. But no, not in any other occasion. Only F1 Journey do I do outlaps, and that's specifically because if I did straight to a flying lap, then the performance mod that I've already put in place would nullify itself out and it wouldn't work, so. Oh, shut up. I'm still cocked up anyways, doesn't matter. I don't know if I'm going to get out Q2 here, lads. Not with that type of fucking corner. I'm just messing this whole lap up now. This is fucking terrible.
Minutes remaining in the session.
31.5. Ugh. That was shit. P6. Oh, okay. I hate that glitch. Why does it come up with P16 and then just P8 all of a sudden? I hated that lap. That was horrible. Oh, and Lewis starts on mediums. What a... Whoa! Hello, guys. Cheeky little same lap time there. Saucy. Who's out of quali then? Bloody hell, qualifying's close. Half a second off and you've been knocked out. 6 tenths, 8 tenths and you're out. 1.1 seconds, 1.3, 1.5. Where's Verstappen? Ah, 3. So Verstappen is 3 tenths off a pole and Albon's 1.3 seconds off. At least, on the plus side, Codemasters managed to figure out that Albon is basically a second off all the time. So, big up Cody's for that. Rate it, I rate it. Lewis on medium, so is scary. I don't know what he's up to. You need about 1.15 laps of fuel for a max flying lap. Oh, well, I had enough then. I had like 1.5. I didn't think it was enough, but it was enough, so. We'd take it, we'd move. Hello? What? I ain't gonna be in a rain, shut up. This game trying to fool me. Right, so I've now got... I want to save a set of softs for the race, obviously, because I'm going to be starting on these set of soft tyres. So then I want to start the race then on those, and then I can swap to like a set of my mediums, let's say, and then I've got another set of softs available to me then. So I'm going to need to use this Q3 tyre here, so I need to remember that. Right, I need to make sure that I get a good lap in as well, because my last lap was shocking. Sam, what are you doing? Right, so there's some pluses and some minuses to take from Q2. First things first, Lewis Hamilton was in the 1:30s in Q1. He was not in Q2. I had an absolutely horrendous Q2 lap, and I finished 3 tenths off of Bottas and Leclerc. So in theory, I actually am feeling really confident for this session. If I can hook a lap up, I can get onto the second row. I will probably not go that far. Right, on that front then, let's get ready to go. I don't really care about how I take these corners as an outlap. Smash the bollard over for good luck. I guess we'll just try. Take a little bit less speed through some corners as well. I'm just too used to playing with more speed through corners than I actually need to, so let's just lower that down a bit. Oops, wide. It's fine, I can take that. It doesn't benefit you going wide anyway. Sign MA? Who the hell is MA? Remember Hamilton's on medium? Yeah, I know he was on mediums. That's kind of what's concerning me. That's what I said. You know, he did a 130 point whatever it was in Q1, and he was on softs then. He did that on thingy. I'm not modding Season 3, no. If I'm doing a third season, which I don't even know yet, it'll be on Xbox. Because my save is on Xbox, and, yeah. I actually want to use the skins that Codemasters have made. I know it sounds funny and a bit dumb, but I want to actually give light to those liveries, because some of them I've been looking at them and just being like, they suck. And then I've actually gone ahead and made them in a Force Korean style way, and they're actually very nice. So 131.4. What have I got to offer? 31.4. I'm waiting for Lewis, because Lewis is going to smash that, I know it. Watch him, he's going to batter it now. Wasn't a brilliant lap either, still some mistakes in there. I just can't get a clean lap together to save my life. He's not coming around the line yet, that's a Red Bull coming across the line. Stapping there in P thingy. Here he comes, ready? Watch him do a 30 point whatever it is now, watch him do something stupid. Boom, 31, oh! Not as quick as I thought. He'll improve that. I've ran out of fuel as well. I thought Ricardo's going to match my speed. Just go in front. Go on. Go. Right, you don't have to follow me, Ricardo. Just drive off. Just drive. Oh, Perez with a 31-1. Okay. Spicy. Oh, seriously, Danny? I don't have enough pace. I've ran out of fuel. Just go in front. For God's sake. Right, stop this. I'm just going to cut this corner. There. Yes, invalidate my lap time. Danny! Right, do you want to have a conversation then? Yo, so how's your lunch like? Oh! There's Max. Yo, Danny, remember when we went to primary school together and we did cool things? And remember when I got that tissue and I put it in the head teacher's face? I'm just going to cut the corner again. Yeah, so as I was saying, you wait for me, Danny. Wait, hang on, he's coming back. Here he is. Oh, he's got to go. Hey, Danny, welcome. Okay, bye. He's had enough now. He's bored. We've had our conversation. He's had enough. Right, I can definitely get onto the second row at best. I think Bottas can improve. But everyone's going to improve on their laps. I think I'm probably going to end... I think Hamilton will get pole, because he's had pole in every race that we've bloody done in his career mode. Then I think I'll probably... I'm going to aim for P5 or higher. If I somehow get pole position in this race, I am going to go ballistic, because it's just mad. I didn't have 2019, so I didn't watch your F1 journey last year, but when I watched the first one this year and found out that you had won the championship, I wasn't surprised because you win quite often. Yeah. I do. It's because I'm so good. I'm just so good. What's that on the floor? Why is there... Is that a tyre blanket? I think it is. Rather annoying that there's only one specific... Yeah, it's a tyre blanket. That's what it was. Mad. It's funny. Wait, did I... Oh, yeah, I was talking about the wrong thing. My bad. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, I have won the F1. The thing is, right, is with F1 Journey especially, yes, I've won the championship all but once. But basically, put it this way, for Season 4 of the F1 Journey, which... 4? What the hell am I about? For Season 6 of the F1 Journey, which I'm going on now, you know, but I'm not going to tell you how far into the season I've recorded, because, spoilers, obviously. What I'll do is this, right, let me just quickly get up my spreadsheet a second. So, at a specific point in the F1 journey so far, right, the championship standings between P1 all the way down to... From P1 down to P6 in the championship is 13 points. 1-3. I'm not saying how far into the season that is. So, I'm just saying. The biggest problem that I've had with F1 Journey, and has been for the entirety of the time, is I've not really been good at Wow, I'm so far off in the first sector. How have I lost so much time there? Okay, whatever. My biggest problem with F1 Journey is I've just not been good at performance modding, trying to balance out the performances. But especially now that I've gotten a lot more into coding in particular, because of the career path that I go down, in terms of my gaming path that I'm going down. You know, I've taken a lot more into the written code, so I've now understood a lot more about the code for performances. Because beforehand, I literally just gave, like, for example, I literally just gave McLaren Mercedes-Benz's car performance. Now, the problem is you've got the AIs of the Mercedes-Benz are quicker than the AIs of the McLaren. So then I've got to put that into perspective and change those up again. But now I know how to do the engine. I know how to change the chassis performance. I know how to change, you know, the aerodynamic performance. I know how to change how the ERS functions, how much power you can do, how much harvesting you can do, how much extra boost it gives on a straight. So there's more that I know now. So, like, you know, there are some teams that have to be modded more than other teams in order to balance them out. And I get that now, so that's why obviously F1 Journey's been a little bit, it's pretty unbalanced, but it's only season 6. I know I could go on for as many seasons as I want, because I don't care. You know, Hamilton's been in the sport since, what, 2007? So how long has he been in F1 for? 13 years? So I can do 13 seasons for all I care. You know, Raikkonen's been in the sport since, like, 2001. So I could just go in for as long as I want. So I've got no rush or no thing with F1 Journey. I can just go for as long as I want to go. I'm not setting a deadline for it, unless I stop doing F1 videos, obviously. Or, unless I stop YouTube in general, or just stop F1 content, then that's obviously an exception, but you never know. Things can change on YouTube. I could be making all these F1 videos, and boom, you know, the new Call of Duty Cold War got released yesterday. I'm absolutely hyped to hell as that. I could be blasting out Call of Duty Cold War, all of a sudden, boom, all my viewers are now Cold War, you know, from Call of Duty. It can change drastically, so I'd probably still do F1 Journey, even if I was a different type of YouTuber anyway, but, you know, it does. Alright, we've got 2 minutes to go. We've got to try and get in a good lap, if we can. And somehow, I've got to find 3/10 in the foot. My biggest problem is that everyone's going to improve massively, though, on their laps now. This is where we're going to really see the big boy laps. And where I'm going to start, like, P12 or something. Even though I can't start P12 because I'm in the top 10, but, you know, it is what it is. Right. My thing is now is I don't have to increase my pace because of the guys setting their laps. Just got to be careful of that. The editing on the F1 Journey is amazing, though. Fair play. I appreciate it. A vast majority of the F1 Journey wouldn't be possible without the help of Sam, making pretty much all of the graphics for me. He makes the intro for the F1 Journey. He makes the little lower third bits that I use when there's a scrap and you can see, you know, pops up with Lewis Hamilton on the bottom. He makes all of that. He added a new post-race notebook graphic, which I didn't even know about. There's stuff that Sam does for F1 Journey that he doesn't even tell me. He just does it. I just go onto into the Google Drive file, and he's just added a new piece. I'm like, what's this? And it's like, is a piece. I'm like, oh, cool. The things that I do, obviously, is make the videos, make the actual cars and liveries, and mod the hell out of it, and then I make all of the drivers and constructor standings graphics, and the news and that stuff. That's all my graphics as well. Can I get a good lap? Do 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 do. Found 3/10. Right, Lewis is coming towards the line now. What's your benchmark, Lewis? What's your benchmark, mate? It doesn't tell me. He didn't beat it. Oh my god, Lewis didn't beat Perez this time. Lewis is not starting on pole for a Grand Prix for Force career. That's the first time ever. What's happened to you? I have a chance for pole. Did I get it? You bastard. Jesus Christ, man.
We're all ready for
Oh, bugger off, Sergio, you mong.
Let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Perez, Thomas.
What do you want to happen more, Pole or Aubameyang's card to go up to an 89? No, Aubameyang's card is got to 90 rated. Anyway, enough of that now. That is really close. I made a mistake going towards the hotel section. I went too late on the brakes and I got caught on the curb and lost the... Bastard. Fuck you. Hamilton P4 though. Mad. Let me quickly move the camera up so you guys can see the quality results because my camera's in the way. There you go. Now you can see them. Just. In fact, you know what I could have just done? I'm just going to remove my camera and I'm just going to turn it off actually so you can just... There you go. Now you can see it. That's what the grid looks like, just so you can actually see how close it is. Because you can't see it on your thing, so wait like 30 seconds and you'll be able to see it. So I can see you're already chatting. I can't see the timings. You'll see them in a second. Don't worry about it. Bollocks! That's upset me. I'm not happy. I want a pole! Where? Sucks.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
Amazing performance out there.
Great qualifying session. Are you feeling safer ahead of the pack?
Of course. Oh, I thought I didn't read the rest of it.
Buzz around this team at the moment. What are your thoughts on that?
A buzz around Racing Point. I wonder why. Nothing that I can see. I can't see any buzz around them, to be honest. Appreciate your time. Amazing performance out there today. I bet you're super happy with that. Shut up. Stop it. Frustrate me. Huh? Wait, what? What has... Have they actually done that? Mad. Oh yeah. That is actually the first time in Force Korean history that I have out-qualified Lewis Hamilton. Yeah. Ever since Hamilton has come to Force Korea, I've not managed to out-qualify him since. Damn. That sucks. That's painful. It takes a lot of pain. I feel like I've been qualifying, I've been abused, I've been quali abused, or whatever it's called. It is indeed race time. I'm going to be in the lead by turn 1, mark my words. Turn 1, I'm in P1. Just saying it right now.
Alright, I think we can call that a successful qualifying. You should be in with a good chance.
Should be with a good chance in the race. We'll be with a great chance, Jeff. Don't you panic, mate. I apparently somehow qualified on the front row of the grid, when in practice I couldn't turn a car straight. How have right, look at this, guys. How on earth has look at that. No one's closed the gap on anyone, apart from Red Bull have made an upgrade to get close to Renault, so I can see why Red Bull have picked up their pace, bar Albon, who's useless. How on earth has everybody else got that much closer, and the fact that there's a Mercedes-Benz on pole, when every other time, that's not been a thing until now? That sucks. Ah well. But never mind. We're gonna go race. What are the games you're going to upload after the season is over? Whatever I fancy. I haven't played Fall Guys in a while, actually. I really, really want to play Among Us, but your boy doesn't have any friends. Sad times, I know. I really want to play Among Us. I absolutely love that game. I just need peeps. If you've got Among Us and you're playing it on PC, hit me up and we'll do some Among Us, because I'm a brilliant liar. So I'd win every time. I'd still do F1 content. I'm not going to stop doing F1 content. I've already said, like, I just want to do other things, bar just F1. Because I'll be perfectly honest with you guys, I don't think F1 2020 is a brilliant game, and I want to do other things. So it's a tough period because the new games are just around the corner. So I'm just waiting for those, really. You know, Black Ops Cold War, I can't wait to play that. So that's an example, obviously. I would have uploaded about 25 million Halo Infinite videos, but obviously that's been the game's been delayed, so that's a bit of a shame. FIFA 21, I'll be banging that out. I decided not to do any FIFA 20 content because I just thought FIFA 20 is dead. I'm just gonna go to. What have they done? Why is there is so much trending on Twitter? It's funny. Oh, that's why. People are upset because Sancho has got 83 pace on FIFA 21. And they're just comparing him to other cards. It's quite funny. Excuse me. EA, do an entire rejig of your FIFA ratings, man. So yeah, I'll be blasting out. I am not a terrible liar, Ewan. I am a brilliant liar. Oh, Hamilton's got a grip penalty. Okay. I'm not a terrible liar. I am a brilliant liar. I'm actually a very, very good liar. Don't cross my pathways. I know how to lie. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm very good at it. Anyway. Right, second place on the grid. What's the strategy? Soft, medium. Perfect. I'm going to do what I did in F1 Journey, though. I'm taking notes on my F1 Journey book. I can't. I'm going to have to do that and then do that. I want to be on the mediums, actually. Right, so what do we want to do? Is we want to pit on around about lap 7, lap 8 we could do. Or lap 9. Nah, lap 8. That seems the best. And then mediums we can go till lap 20, like that. 8 to 19, then to 28. That seems like a short stint on the mediums. 8 laps, 11 laps, 9 laps. You know what? I think a one-stop may be possible if Thai Life is super efficient. So, let's do this in case. Hard, medium. Put that to soft. Medium here. 11 laps on those, and then